got some lovely plans today I'm really looking forward to. Also, someone asked in my last video what makeup I was using, but they didn't say specifically. So as I'm doing this, I'm just going to be going through what I'm using just because somebody asked. One person asked, so therefore I will be doing a get ready with me. But I'm honestly like really not that good at makeup. Just wear like concealer and blush and stuff, but I think I've just like spent many years figuring out what feels like it looks better on me and what goes with my skin and how I feel. Like honestly, less is more for me. And specifically with my brows, I feel like I finally got it to a point where I'm really happy with them because I got them waxed when I was younger and they never grew back. I do my skincare routine and then the first thing I use is the NYX Pro Fix Stick. I'm obsessed with like pale skin makeup artists. Because I feel like they actually, if you're going to watch like a makeup artist and get tips from, you may as well choose someone who actually has like the same complexion as you. And she recommended using a pink concealer to cover red, so I always put that on first if I have any like spots or red patches, and then I go in with a second concealer. I know, crazy. I literally use 3 concealers. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is, but then I go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. I always apply everything on my hand, apart from the pink stuff. I always apply like liquid stuff on my hand and then I pop it on and I use the same brush. I drove myself to the shop and back on my own for the first time in 6 years, so kind of a big deal. Oh no. I just decided, I didn't tell Rach. I surprised her when I got home. I was like, I drove to the shop. Well, she saw because my car was a different way on the drive. I did it. I just decided at 12:30 I'm going in the car and I'm driving to the shop because we needed dog food. We needed pads, like we needed a couple bits. And I kind of just bought a bunch of stuff that I didn't need. I bought a candle because I was like, I'm giving myself a present for this. And it felt so good. I felt like, I don't know, I knew I could do it. Like I've been driving with me and Rachel in the car, like I needed to get over that hump. And I did it because of 2 reasons actually. My mum said the other day, she was like, I think Jess, you might be better off just going on your own in the car. Like as much as Rachel's helps me when she's there and she comforts me, I think this is something you need to do on your own. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should just do that and not tell anyone when I'm doing it. And then the second reason was Rach did something that made her anxious yesterday and it just inspired me to do it as well, because she was really nervous about it, but she did it and it was amazing and she felt really good after. And I was like, F this, F anxiety, we're just gonna keep doing stuff that scares us because that's the only way we're gonna grow. And they say you have to be uncomfortable to grow, so that's what I did. And I did it and it was so fine and everything's fine. And I was, you know, it felt really good. So proud of myself for that. And we're going to keep the good vibes going and I'm going to do some more drives this weekend as well. Okay, next and the last thing I put on is the NARS concealer in Light 2 Vanilla. This thing is insane. Incredible. I probably could just use this, but I just like lightly building my layers. This is like the finisher. This really just like blurs out everything and makes everything disappear. It's really expensive, to be honest, but as I'm getting older, I'm just finding like I'm willing to spend more money on products I know that are good. So my taste is changing. I'm willing to spend more on like makeup and beauty stuff and skincare. So this is my last step, and I basically just apply it like chin, cheeks. What is this? This is the cheek. Is this the cheek? And then like forehead, just wherever I'm getting like spots and red patches. And that's all I really do. I just do lots of thin light layers of concealer. I used to wear foundation when I was younger, and yeah, it's just not really for me anymore. First off here's yesterday, feeling good about it. We're off for a little mooch around some shops this morning. And then this afternoon I'm meeting my friend we weren't sure what we were gonna do. Okay, next, sorry, I keep forgetting. What is this? What is his name? Mitchell, what is his name? Made by Mitchell. Curve case. I bought the wrong colour, so this is extra light and I should have bought light. I don't use anything but the blush. I love the blush and I love cream products, and then I use, I don't even know what this is, an elf brush. I've had it for ages. So I just use the peachy, it's in Little by Little, that's what the name is, and I just put it everywhere. I never used to wear blush, but yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm meant to be telling you what I'm using. But yeah, so we're going to Tavoil later. I've probably said that wrong. It's a Welsh language music festival that they hold in Cardiff Castle every year over the weekend. So it's on today and tomorrow. And it's basically just loads of stalls where people sell stuff and Welsh music. Lots of Welsh music. And I can't speak Welsh. I can understand a bit and I can say a bit, but I'm not a fluent Welsh speaker. But you can still enjoy music. I quite like music in different languages. I actually went through a French music phase for a while. Francois Hardy. Really good music. Gonna pop down to that later because it's free, so may as well have a little look-see around because the weather's gonna be okay today, but it's gonna be really hot tomorrow. Fun. Okay, I just keep doing that basically until I'm satisfied. I forgot as well, before I put any makeup on, I always put on my brow gel, which is by Ellie Brow Gel. Do I show you inside? It's pretty gross. It's just basically like a pot of glue that you get the thing with, and then put it on. And I guess am I going on? Yeah, I'm going on to my brows next. Hay fever is rife. Okay, and then for my brows, I have literally 3 of them. They're the best things ever. Because like I said, I haven't had any brows my whole life. I've really spent years and years and years perfecting my brows. You can see I don't really have a lot, but they're kind of like in a good shape. So I just like fill them in. What I found is the best for me is the Beauty Bay eyebrow pencil in bark. And I always have a million of them because if I don't have it, I will lose my mind. So one side is like that with the brush. And then the other side is just like a turny thing. It's mad because it's not even pointed, like that is just completely flat, but for some reason it works amazingly and it lasts on my brows all day long, doesn't budge, and that for me is really, really important. And I basically just kind of like go underneath and follow the line. Sometimes it doesn't work that well, sometimes they don't look great, but sometimes they do. It just depends, because sometimes I accidentally put more brow gel on than I meant to, and then I just kind of like clean it up a bit. This stuff is so good and it's so cheap. These are like £3 on Beauty Bay and they have lots of different colours, but I've tried so many different brow products. Like the little brushes with the product on don't work for me because I don't have the hairs for them to cling to. I've seen a lot of people use those who don't have, or just have like very thin and very sheer eyebrow hairs. They never look the same. Sometimes they look longer, sometimes they look shorter, but they used to be kind of like my biggest insecurity, but I feel like I've gotten over it now. I've gotten over it because I've just figured out how to do it in a way that I like. This week properly flew by. This is the first like full week I've had in work in ages. So it was, yeah, it was good. I managed to get a lot of stuff done. I didn't work any overtime because I'm just burning myself out. I was so burnt out last week. And I took my lunch break. I'm terrible for not taking my lunch break, but also the weather's going to be absolutely crazy. Next week is going to be like 33 degrees for a lot of the week, and I'm scared. I am scared. Because it's not necessarily going to be like sunny, but it's going to be really humid and cloudy. We've been sleeping with the fan on most nights anyway though, because we get hot. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I feel like I'm starting to sweat a bit. I don't know if this top is the best for today. Really cute, I'll show you in a minute. I feel very smart in it. I'm really trying to like make my wardrobe a bit nicer. I wear a lot of baby tees and just bottoms, and I just want to feel a bit nicer. So this is my new nice top. Set my face, I pretty much use whatever powder that I have. I had a translucent powder that I just finished recently. It was okay, it wasn't the best thing of it. This is the brand. It was just like a rice powder that I got on Beauty Bay. Didn't love it, but I just recently found my MAC powder that I've had for ages. Mineralized skin finish, and this shit is like strong. Yeah, it's a bit broken, but it just has a really nice sheen to it, so I'm just gonna try and use it all up. But I basically just set my oiliest bits, but this stuff is so strong. Like it's like thick, like when you put it on it just completely mattifies your face. It's crazy. I forgot how good this stuff is because I was using different variations of like powdered stuff for so long. And I really get in there on my eyebrows just to really make them stick. Because where I kind of like draw them on and fill them in, and where I have kind of like oily skin, they start to get shiny. My holy grail mascara I used my entire life was the Maybelline Falsies. Incredible. But recently I decided to get this Maybelline one, Colossal. Really, really good. Really, really, really good. And then I'll top it off with this. I was influenced by the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. No, I don't love this, so I'll show you the difference in these. So the ones that I like are the really big ones, like really big, because I feel like, because my eyelashes are quite long, they really get in there. And then the telescopic one, look at that, it's just like, it clumps them up really quickly, so I like using that as a topper. And then for my lips, I normally always use the Wonder Skin lip stains because I hate reapplying makeup. So the one I would use every day is Lovely, And then the one I use for when I want a nice red lip is Playful. So I'm going to put on Lovely this morning. Yeah, you just got to be really careful when you apply these. So I'll leave that on for a couple minutes. I'll do my hair, I'll get changed. And then I'll take it off and it'll have darkened. And then I do my hair and that's basically it. That's basically all the makeup that I use for the one person that asked. I'm not that good at makeup, but yeah, that's the finished look. I'm ready. This is my outfit of the day. The top is from ASOS. And then my trousers are Pull & Bear, Nike Rifts, and my juicy bag, and my sunglasses from the charity shop. Oh, and my perfume. Lush Banoffee Pie. Amazing. For those of you who have been following along with my knitting journey or subscribed because of my knitting video, I'm really pleased to inform you that I'm knitting in the round, which is kind of crazy because when I started knitting, my end goal, my dream was to knit in the round because I wanted to make tops, I want to make jumpers and cardigans, and I started this yesterday. I'm making the Sabai top. I can't remember the woman's name, Paula I think, I'll leave it here, but it's this gorgeous vest top. I feel like I can do it and I had all the stuff for it. Yeah, the only issue I'm having is I bought a set of needles and like the threads with the needles for the circular needles from Amazon, and what I thought had all the different lengths, but it seemed to have been missing the really short lengths. And for some reason this top, I'm able to do it with my smallest size that I have. I think because it's a boat neck top, like this is what it's going to be like here. So I think I'm doing it right. We're going to hope, because it's looking kind of big for the neck hole, but I think because it's a boat neck, oh God, it should be fine. So fingers crossed, guys. I started this yesterday and I had to unfrog it 3 or 4 times, but I can't lie, I was absolutely loving every second of it. I found a really good documentary on BBC iPlayer. I chucked that on. I watched like 3 episodes. They were like an hour long. It was really good actually. The story is not really good, but I think it was called The Mother of All Cons, and I don't know how I've not heard of it before, because it involved One Direction. But all I can say is I would recommend watching it because the story is absolutely nuts. But yeah, I was watching that. I got like an episode in and I'd already frogged it twice, but I'm happy to share that we're doing the thing, I think. God, one of the times I thought I'd done it and I hadn't actually joined in the round. So this is where we're at. How cool does that look? Oh, I'm so proud of myself and I'm enjoying it. And that's the main thing. Like, I was so invested last night. Me and Rach sometimes do this thing. I know sometimes with couples you feel like you have to spend all your time together, or like I'm new to kind of like semi-living with somebody. I've never properly lived with a partner before. And we're kind of like semi-living with each other. And something for us is that we're kind of like, do you mind if I just go and do my hobby while you go do your hobby? And like, we'll just do that. And that's not like the craziest thing ever, but I just didn't even think that was like a concept. Like, I didn't want her to feel like I don't want to hang out with her. I just want to do my hobby, which is a singular activity, which is knitting or crochet or painting or something. But then she was practicing her DJ set. So it actually worked out really well. And we were both just kind of like, what is it called? There's a terminology for it where you both are doing an activity that you like in the same place. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have to look it up because I'm sure that it's called something. I didn't film anything yesterday really on Sunday because when we got back from breakfast, I was like, right, we're cleaning the house. We literally spent 5 hours cleaning the house from top to bottom, hoovering, doing washing. Like, it was intense. I was boiling. We're going through a really hot heat wave right now in the UK as well. So everything was, I'm having 2 showers a day. Like, I had a shower when I got back from work today, but yeah, I guess I'm continuing this vlog into my week just because I don't really feel like the vlog was substantial enough and I feel really guilty about it. And I wasn't going to post it, but I'm like, no, I'm going to post because I'm being consistent. And maybe there's someone out there who is looking forward to my video this week. I don't know. I wanted to have a somewhat of an end, a finale to the video. So Rach is in football right now. I just put some baby potatoes in the oven because we're having salmon tonight. I already pre-made my couscous yesterday because that was my meal prep for the week. I don't know, I had it in my head. I wanted to make like roasted baby potatoes with the salmon and couscous. So I found this recipe that was like pan sheet potatoes where you just put oil down, you put seasoning and Parmesan, and then you put the potatoes on and just cook them for 40 minutes. So those are in the oven, and now I can chill and just knit and see how far we get with it. It's mad because I've crocheted so many things in the 7 years that I did crochet. And at the time I didn't really see it as like something that was that good or that impressive, but I look back at photos and I think, bloody hell, Jess, like, why didn't you think that they were very good at the time? I don't know why, because maybe because I'm a perfectionist and I just never think anything I do is good enough. But looking back, I can see like I was talented at it, and maybe I'll go back to it in the future. Yeah, I just kind of lost the love for it, unfortunately, but I'm picking up something new, which is good. Also, the festival I went to on Saturday was so bad. So Tavoil is a free Welsh language music festival, and it goes on every year. I think this was its 20th year, so it was kind of a big deal. The company is able to put it on for free. Like, you can just get in for free, you can go see all the stores, you can go see all the acts, there's loads of different stages. I don't think they anticipated how many people were gonna go. I think there was over like 20,000 people that went over the 2 days over the weekend, and on Saturday people were getting turned away. Like, the years I've been before, you go in through the castle, which is fun because like you're in a castle. On the castle grounds, it's really relaxed, it's chill, like you can grab a drink, you can go see a band, you can sit on the grass. This was like gridlock traffic of people. It was really hard to get around. I wanted to have a look at the market stalls, but everyone was like shoulder to shoulder. It was really overstimulating. I managed to get a smoothie though, which you guys know I'm on a smoothie hype at the moment. I managed to grab a smoothie, we sat down. The only place really to sit down was by the toilets, annoyingly. And then after a bit, we just left because I was like, I'm really going to be honest, I am so overstimulated right now. There are so many people, I'm so hot. That's one good thing about growing up, is realising what my boundaries are with staying in things that I feel uncomfortable at. And I felt bad because there was somebody that I wanted to see and I was looking forward to go in. But we went and just got a coffee then instead and sat and chatted for a bit. But yeah, that was my experience of that. I'm already looking forward to next week. Mine and Rich's 2-year anniversary. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. I think if the weather is nice, we're going to go and have a picnic, basically recreate our first date, which was very, very cute. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you liked it and you want to see more, I would love if you could subscribe. And I think there's somewhere down there you can turn the notifications on if you really, really want to stay up to date with my videos. But I hope you have a gorgeous week. I hope you're doing well, and I hope I will see you very, very soon. Bye.